Now, there's a court case that's causing some controversy in the 2A community, so let's go ahead and talk about it. What's up, Wolverines? Welcome back to the channel. My name is John Crump, and this is John Crump News, where I talk about 2A every day. If you can do me a massive favor, and I would really appreciate it, go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe. It would mean the world a difference to me. Today, we are going to be talking about illegal aliens and their right to carry firearms. I know this is a controversial topic because a lot of people, even though they say they are pro-gun, don't believe that illegal aliens should be allowed to carry guns. This case involves a man named Humberto Carbajal Flores. He was in the country illegally and he was caught with a firearm. Well, his attorneys argued because of the Bruin decision that he cannot be charged with carrying a firearm illegally because the law is unconstitutional. Bruin said that the law has to follow the tradition, text, and history of the Second Amendment, and they stated that there is no historical analog from the founding era, 1792, that shows that illegals were not allowed to carry firearms. And he went up in front of a judge that was appointed by Barack Obama in the Northern District of Illinois. The judge, Sharon Johnson Coleman, granted the defense's motion to dismiss. She stated that there's no historical analogs to show that in the founding era that the founding fathers would have prevented someone in the country illegally from owning a firearm. In fact, she pointed out that Mr. Flores has never been convicted of a felony, there is no outstanding warrants, and he was doing everything he was supposed to do in terms of his release while waiting his deportation hearing. So she ruled that he could legally own a firearm. Now, I believe anyone that is not in prison should be able to own a firearm, because if you are so dangerous that you cannot be trusted with a firearm, maybe you should not be out on the streets. There are a lot of people here that think because he's in this country illegally that he does not have the right to bear arms, which I vehemently disagree with. The right to bear arms is not a constitutional right. It's a right protected by the Constitution, but the right to bear arms is a human right. It is a natural right. We have the right to self-defense against other people and a tyrannical government, and that does not end at borders. That does not mean only Americans have that right. It is a human right. Everyone in the world have the right to bear arms. Now, you might say some other countries do not recognize that right, and they don't, and that is pathetic, and I think it is wrong. I think people in England have the right to bear arms. I think the people in Germany have the right to bear arms. Because their government decides to infringe on their rights does not make it right, and because our government decides to infringe on the rights of people in the country illegally, that doesn't make it right either. So I think this judge, even though she is a bleeding heart liberal, got this right. Whether she did it because he's illegal or whether she did it because she actually believes that the case runs afoul of Bruin, I don't know. But what I do know is I believe that the situation turned out the right way. The charges were dismissed because there's no historical evidence that shows that the founding fathers would have forbidden him from owning a firearm. In fact, there's plenty of historical evidence that says that the founding fathers would want him to own a gun. Okay, now here's the question to you. Do you agree with this judge's decision, or do you think because he's in the country illegally that he should not be allowed to own a firearm or carry a firearm? I think he absolutely should be, but I'm kind of what you call a 2A extremist. I also believe that you should be able to walk down the street with an RPG and a belt-fed machine gun and mount a Deuce to your Prius if you wanted to, but that is just what I think. I might be a little bit extreme, but I want to know what you guys think. A couple different things. Do you think that illegal aliens should be able to own firearms? Do you think they should be able to carry firearms? How about people that aren't in prison but have been convicted of felonies? Should they be able to carry firearms? How about domestic abusers? Should they be able to carry firearms? Where is your limit on the 2A? My limit is if they are so dangerous that they can't own a gun, they should not be out on the streets. But that is just me. I think a lot of you guys are going to agree with me, but there's going to be a few of you that don't. And I'm kind of curious to see what the debate will be. If you do decide to leave a comment and you don't think that they should be able to, or you think that they should be able to, please, please, please explain your reasoning. I would love to read through all your ideas and to see where you guys stand, because the sharing of ideas is what makes us the greatest country in the world. I can share my opinions, you can share your opinions, and I might not agree with your opinions or you might not agree with my opinions, but they're valid. So let's go ahead and hear it and open up the conversation down below in the comments. That is it. I wasn't going to make a video on this because I don't know, just didn't feel like it, but I keep on getting pinged in emails and everything else asking what I think about this. So I decided the easiest way to do it is just to put out a video to let you guys know where I stand, and I want to know where you guys stand on this. All right, that is it. So everyone, stay ever vigilant, stay ever free, have a good week, and I'm out of here, Wolverine's motherfucker.